My child died because of 5,000 naira, but I prayed him into life. I can't give up. Ella and Charles had waited so long for a child. Their one-bedroom apartment held little more than a bed and their dreams. But when Ella became pregnant, they clung to hope despite their fears about money. Charles earned barely enough as a public school teacher. Ella's small provision store brought in just enough to survive. Still, they prayed every night for a safe delivery, believing God would see them through. The labor came suddenly one evening. At the hospital, complications arose. The baby arrived weak, struggling to breathe. The doctor's words were clinical and urgent. The baby needs oxygen immediately. How much? Charles asked, his voice cracking. 5,000 naira. 5,000 naira. Such a small amount, yet it might as well have been a million. Charles emptied his pockets barely 300 naira. He ran through the hospital corridors, borrowing from strangers, calling friends who didn't answer or couldn't help. Each minute that passed felt like an eternity. In the recovery room, Ella heard her baby's cries, growing weaker. She tried to get up, but the nurses held her down. Please, please save my baby, she begged, tears streaming down her face. Through the doorway, she could see nurses rushing back and forth, could hear urgent voices, the sound of equipment being moved. A woman in the next bed, who had just delivered twins, watched in horror. She reached for her purse, but her husband pulled her hand back. We have our own bills to pay, he whispered. Ella's screams echoed through the ward when the cries stopped. The sudden silence was deafening. Charles finally returned with 3,000 naira, breathless and desperate. A nurse met him in the hallway, her eyes lowered. She didn't need to speak.